5 people are dead and 40 injured after a driver speeds through a Wisconsin parade, a holiday parade in Waukesha. Wise turned to horror after a driver in a red SUV tore through the crowd Sunday evening. The city shared that 5 people are confirmed dead and over 40 people are injured following the truck's collision with parade marchers. Children were among those struck by the car, Waukesha Police Chief Dan Thompson said. In all, 11 adults and 12 pediatric patients were transported to 6 hospitals in the area, said Fire Chief Stephen Howard. Children's Wisconsin, a health care system operating 2 hospitals in the state, said that it took in 15 patients from the incident as of 8 p.m., with no reported fatalities at our hospital at that time. Authorities gave no further specifics about the injuries and the fatalities, as they work to notify family members of the victims. According to the Archdiocese of Milwaukee, one of its Catholic priests, multiple parishioners, and Waukesha Catholic school children were among those injured. Please join us in prayer for all those involved, their families, and those who are traumatized from witnessing the horrible scene, Archdiocese spokesperson Sandra Peterson said in a statement Sunday night. Details emerge on who was hit. The 58th annual holiday parade in downtown Waukesha was underway when the vehicle drove through barricades and sped through the parade route at around 4:39 p.m., according to videos of the collision shared in the hours after the tragedy and brief statements issued by participating groups in the parade. An idea of who some of the victims were in the incident formed overnight. Police didn't confirm the identities of those who died or who was injured. But groups like the Catholic Community of Waukesha, Milwaukee Dancing Grannies, Waukesha Extreme Dance, and the Catholic Community of Waukesha issued statements saying members of their groups, who were marching in the parade at the site of the truck's collision, were impacted. Those organizations were all marching behind each other during the parade, according to the event's parade lineup. The Catholic Community of Waukesha issued a statement Sunday night, saying simply that several parishioners have been injured and are hospitalized, according to Monica Cardenas, the Director of Stewardship and Communication. Following members of the Catholic Community of Waukesha were the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies, a dance troupe made up of women between the ages of early 50s to mid-70s. According to the website, the only requirement for membership is to be a grandmother. The group shared on Facebook that members of the group and volunteers were impacted, and we are waiting for word on their conditions. Please keep the grannies, all those injured, and all those who witnessed this horrible event in your thoughts and prayers. The Waukesha Extreme Dance, a group made up of children 2 years of age through 8th grade, was further down the parade lineup. The group also requested time and privacy to process the tragic events. Police share few details on the person of interest. Police Chief Thompson said the suspected vehicle has been recovered and there was a person of interest in custody, but did not specify if that was the driver. He said it known if there was any nexus to terrorism. The FBI is assisting in the investigation, said the agency's Milwaukee division. There are no other threats and the scene is safe, the police chief said. A police officer then tried to stop the driver by firing his gun at the vehicle, said Thompson, but no bystanders were injured. We do not believe there was any shots fired from the vehicle, said the police chief. Videos across social media show a red SUV blowing through low-level barricades and speeding away. A law enforcement officer can be seen in the video and appears to open fire at the vehicle. Waukesha resident Lindsay Ashley, 36, said she was enjoying the parade with her 2 children, ages 7 and 9, when the SUV blew by them. The SUV blazed by where we were sitting, and we heard a crash and people screaming, she told NPR. I grabbed the kids and took off. People were helping escort others to safety. She said her 2 children were horrified and never want to attend another parade. Taylor Medrano, who also lives in Waukesha, said she had her 1-year-old son in her arms when she said she witnessed the car plow through the procession right in front of us. She brought her toddler to the parade so he could see Santa for the first time, She told NPR over Facebook Messenger instead, "He sees a red SUV running over people that are supposed to be entertaining us and children on the ground bleeding," she wrote. "She's shaken up, but safe," she said. Wisconsin Gov. Tony Evers thanked first responders and others who jumped in to help, and said the state is in touch with local partners to stay abreast of the latest information. "Kathy and I are praying for Waukesha Tana and all the kids, families, and community members affected by this senseless act," he tweeted. "This is a breaking news story. Some things reported by the media will later turn out to be wrong. We will focus on reports from officials and other authorities, credible news outlets, and reporters who are at the scene. We will update as the situation develops." Car crashes into parade in Waukesha, killing multiple people. Person of interest in custody. A red mini SUV sped through the middle of a holiday parade in Waukesha Sunday, injuring as many as 20 people, including children, and multiple fatalities being reported. The incident occurred just before 4:40 p.m. Sunday evening, 11/21/2021. The parade was being held in downtown Waukesha, and as parade participants made their way down the route, the red Ford SUV, being driven by a male, proceeded through the street, running over spectators. City of Waukesha cameras located on Main Street show the SUV speeding into the parade just behind a high school marching band. Very few other details are being released, although a number of witnesses said they heard gunfire, and some have reported multiple fatalities, although that has not yet been confirmed by the Waukesha Police Department until all families of the deceased have been contacted. Local officials put the call in for additional medical vehicles from outside the city of Waukesha, as the city had exhausted their inventory of ambulances. Waukesha police posted on Facebook that a family reunification area is being set up at Waukesha South High School. Family looking for other family members can also call 262-548. 7122. The abandoned SUV was located shortly after the incident in a driveway, with a bullet hole in the windshield, but there was no evidence that anyone in the vehicle had been hit. The identity of the driver or registered owner of the vehicle had not yet been released, but Waukesha police say they did take a person of interest into custody. It was confirmed by Waukesha PD that an officer did discharge his weapon in an attempt to stop the vehicle. Carroll University was on lockdown due to the incident. Students and staff were asked to stay in their location until further notice and shelter in place. Waukesha Public School will be closed on Monday, and residents and bystanders were being asked to stay away from the scene. Residents were also asking residents to stay inside until the accident scene has been cleared, which is estimated to be at least 24 hours. KFIZ News will update this story as the details are released. At least 5 dead, over 40 injured after SUV slammed into Wisconsin Christmas parade. Person of interest in custody. Milwaukee. At least 5 people are dead and over 40 people are injured when an SUV sped through a barricade and into a Christmas parade in suburban Milwaukee Sunday, officials confirmed. Waukesha authorities confirmed the deaths in a statement late Sunday. Police said the numbers could change as many